Hello everyone, happy Thanksgiving. Let's make some turkey stock. So many people don't know that inside your turkey, yes granted I know this is a chicken, but inside your turkey is a bag of what's called giblets or giblets or however you prefer to pronounce it. It's like GIF or GIF or whatever. Anyway, it's usually got basically the organs plus the neck of your bird. So a turkey neck, liver, heart, and gizzards. And that's what we're going to use to make both our turkey stock and our gravy. So we don't need our actual turkey right now, slash chicken. But we do need our giblets. So we're going to start our pot on about a medium-low heat with about a tablespoon of olive oil. And to that, we're going to add most of our giblets. The only thing we're not going to add, whoop, it's all sealed up. The only thing we're not going to add is the liver. We're going to save that actually for our gravy for later. So this sort of flat looking thing is the liver. So we're going to set that aside. But we've got, it looks like a gizzard and a neck. So these are going to go into our oil just to get some good color on it, which will give us flavor. And essentially what we're going to do is build up our turkey stock. So we've got the turkey flavor coming from our trimmings. And I'm just going to turn it down a little bit, starting to cook a little. And to that, we're going to add some aromatics. And aromatics are anything that add flavor and fragrance to your dish. So for this, we're going to use a basic mirepoix, which is carrots, celery, and onion. We're going to add some garlic. We're going to add some thyme. We've got some peppercorns, a bay leaf, some salt, some white wine. And all of these are going to just sort of simmer in water for as long as you want, really, until you get this beautifully flavored stock. So, for this, we just need a rough chop. So don't worry too much about everything being even sized, being too small or pretty. Just some basic chopping. And we're going to add those. I've also got half an onion. Again, just a rough chop. Nice and easy also. Whoop. In, I've got a couple celery stalks. Just trim off the ugly ends. And you can actually use those too, but for sake of beauty. Alright, so we've got celery that's going in. Oh my goodness, it already smells so good. Alright, whoop. We've also got 4 garlic cloves, and we're just going to smash those. And those go in. Just going to give it a little stir. Ooh, yeah, look at that nice brown color. We're going to get a lot of flavor from that. Alright, so we got veggies, we've got turkey bits. Let's deglaze. So essentially what you're doing with deglazing is making sure that you're getting all the caramelized bits off the bottom of the pan and into your sauce. So we're going to use white wine. And you just want to sort of scrape the bottom of the pot just to make sure that any bits that are stuck are going to be incorporated into your sauce. And we're going to let that reduce down a little bit, essentially boil off. And what's going to happen is as it boils off, the alcohol is going to boil off, as well as reducing the actual amount of liquid and be giving it a sweet flavor. So as you can see, it's simmering, it's almost boiled off, so I'm going to throw in some thyme, just because I've got some, a bay leaf, got about half a teaspoon of mixed peppercorns here. You can use just like a few twists of pepper, a little pinch of ground pepper, and I've got quite a lot of salt here. It's about 2 tablespoons, and the reason that there's so much salt is because this stock is going to be the basis of our gravy. It's going to help cook our turkey, so we want to have some good solid flavor built into it. So we've got our salt. Again, give it a little stir. And then last thing is we're going to top it with water. And we're just going to let this guy simmer and simmer and simmer. Like, this should be the first thing you start in the morning. Let it get really nice and flavorful all day long. It's going to be amazingly delicious. And as I said, this is going to be the basis for our turkey. It's going to be the basis for our gravy. You can also save it in your freezer and use it for other stuff that you use chicken stock for. This is just going to be a really delicious, fragrant stock. So that's pretty much it. We're literally just going to let this guy simmer and simmer and simmer. It's not quite simmering yet, but once it comes up to that simmer, I'm going to lower the temp just a little bit and let it go. What you'll notice is if you leave it uncovered, some of the water will boil off. You can just add a little more water if you want to leave it all day, or just throw a lid on it and let it simmer. Just make sure you're lowering the temp quite a bit for that. So now that we've got our stock ready to go, let's move on to roasting our turkey.